to the Hubbard, dancing into the end zone, and a Panthers victory with a touchdown in overtime.
Welcome back to our series of 32 teams in 32 days, where I give us a different team to preview each day as we count down to the NFL season. We are 24 days away from kickoff, and today we're talking about the Carolina Panthers. The best way to describe 2024 in Charlotte was a step in the right direction. Carolina went 5-12. That's good for our first improvement of the series, that of 3 wins from 2023. They still finished third in the NFC South ahead of New Orleans and missed the playoffs for the 7th straight season. But over the spring, there were still some players that left the Queen City, namely on defense. Xavier Woods to Tennessee, Jordan Fuller to Atlanta, and Raekwon Williams to Detroit. The Panthers, though, did make a move or two. They picked up Hunter Renfrow and Trayvon Moehrig from Vegas and Tershawn Wharton from Kansas City. Now let's see how the Panthers did in the draft. Carolina made 8 picks in this year's draft, and it was an even mix of offense and defense, with 4 picks going to each side of the ball in a class that reads a little something like this. Teteroa McMillan from Arizona, Nick Scourton from Texas A&M, Princely Umanmielen from Ole Miss, Trevor Etienne from Georgia, Lathan Ransom from Ohio State, Cam Jackson from Florida, Mitchell Evans from Notre Dame, and Jimmy Horn from Colorado. According to ESPN, here's the Panthers' projected Week 1 starters as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. This is offense, defense, and special teams. Those will all be on your screen now. This Panthers team, led by Coach Dave Canales in his second season in Carolina, is a rather expensive bunch, just outside the top 10 in payroll. They're also just outside the bottom 10 in cap space, and this is one of the older bunches in the league, just outside the top 10, in fact, 11th in age in the NFL. My big question for the Panthers is, what does the next step look like? 2025 is a little bit different in the NFC South. There is a consensus worst team in the division, but for once it isn't the Panthers. That means there's expectations on this team. The expectations might not be anything drastic like Super Bowl contenders or even being a lock for the playoffs, but they need to at least prove themselves to be a capable team on the brink of re-emerging into the spotlight. That goes for Bryce Young too. This is year 3 for Bryce, and next year's quarterback class does look intriguing. That means the clock is ticking. Either he proves he's a franchise guy now, or things might get ugly for him. Luckily for Bryce, Carolina looks like they hit a home run in the draft with T-Mac, and they even drafted him another receiver and a tight end. On the whole, I think this year is set to be a ray of sunshine in the Queen City. My Panthers hot take is Carolina stays in the playoff race until Week 16. Vegas sets the Panthers win line at 6.5, but I'm going to take the over. So where are all my Panthers fans at? Sound off in the comments. And for everybody else, did I get to your team yet? If I did, they'll be in the 32 teams in 32 days playlist, which can be found on my channel. But if not, don't worry, I will get to them. In fact, I might even talk about them tomorrow. Only way to find out is leave a like and subscribe, because I am trying to get to 5,000 subs and come back for the next installment. But until tomorrow, I'm the voice of Evan, and remember to always keep the vibes high.